Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1913 is, as far as I can tell, one of the very first Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movies. It starred King Baggot as both characters, without the benefit of a lot of special effects or makeup, just a lot of dramatic acting, and all that stuff. Jane Gail also starred in the film as Alice, and at 26 minutes long. It's a very short movie. Well, the film opens up, and there's Alice with some older fellows, and they give her notice that Dr. Jekyll isn't available, and that she should just go off to the theater with her father. But meanwhile, we cut to the doctor, and as he wraps up taking care of some charity patients, he goes into his lab to drink one of his experimental potions, and he fades from Dr. Jekyll and becomes Mr. Hyde, who's basically just this crouched over, looks like a guy with really bad posture who just kind of scurries around and bothers people. And as Mr. Hyde, he hands a note to one of the servants, one that says, basically as Dr. Jekyll, to treat Mr. Hyde as a friend. Well, Mr. Hyde goes creeping out, all crouched down, and runs into a bar and basically just bugs people. He beats up a kid, but then agrees to pay the fine. Mr. Hyde mixes a drink, it turns him back normal again, and he promises never to tempt fate again. But oh no, he turns evil again without the help of the drug. It apparently has like a permanent effect on him. Investigators find his will, saying that everything goes to Mr. Hyde in the situation of Dr. Jekyll's disappearance. And he tries to fight off the transformations, but outside of Alice's house, he goes evil again and strangles Alice's father, then scurries off, giving a note to a boy to give to a doctor asking for an antidote. Hyde goes to see Dr. Lanyon, actor Howard Crampton, and talks to him in his library, where he takes the drug again and turns back into Dr. Jekyll. And alas, he soon has another Mr. Hyde episode. I mean, the whole thing is like 20 minutes of him just going back and forth and back and forth. And he flees an angry mob, guzzles his antidote, and turns back again. But oh no, his antidotes are running out, so he sends his servants out with a note to go to every chemist in town to get ingredients that he needs. There's actually this funny little bit with his hand hanging out of the door, gesturing with the paper like some sort of Muppet. Well, I'll let you catch the rest of the film, even though you can probably figure out for yourself what's going to happen. I think I've summarized almost the entirety of the 20 minutes of the film right here. So just some quick closing thoughts. I mean, the film is 26 minutes long, so it's not a huge investment if you want to go check this one out. I think since it's over 100 years old, pretty sure it's in the public domain. I found a couple copies on the Internet Archive. Now, again, you're going to find it, and it's going to be without sound, dialogue, musical score, or anything. So you really have to kind of pay attention to the actors and the acting. And you don't have the benefit of the sounds that we kind of take for granted. Now, here's a suggestion. When I was watching this, I put on some Mussorgsky's Night on Bald Mountain, and that kind of added a nice, eerie backdrop to it. Maybe stay away from John Denver Country Roads. I don't think that quite fits the film. And anyhow, that is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1913. It's an old classic worth checking out.